Happy Pride, and I've just made aware that June only has 30 days. Whatever! Hello people of the internet, my name is Zoe, welcome if you're new and welcome back if you're not, and today I'm recommending you 31 books for 30 days of Pride. I didn't know. I thought June was 31 days, but I'm stupid and it's only 30, so that's sad. But I'm gonna recommend you 31 books for 30 days of Pride. You can read 2 books in one day, right? Yeah, you could read like 2 novels. I don't know if any of these are not. I know one of them is novels and verse. So, you could read that and another book if you really wanted to read all of these books in June. Anyway, so my original idea was to do 31 books recommendations for 31 days of Pride. But there's not 31 days, so we're gonna do 31 books for 30 days of Pride. So, like I said, I'm gonna be recommending you 31 queer books for 30 days of Pride. That's annoying. 31. I like 31. Anyway, these books are queer in some way, shape, or form, whether it's multiple characters, whether it's about that or not. I have not read all these books. As a big disclaimer, I haven't read all these books, but I've heard amazing things about most of these, or the majority of the reviews are really good, or I've heard the representation is really good. So, that's where I'm at. A lot of these I have read, but the other half I haven't. It's kind of like, I feel like it's split half and half or something. I mean, it's 31, so not really. But, yeah. So, and there are a lot of books, not a lot, but there are a few books that I haven't read, that I don't own, but I will mention those at the end of the video. So, let's just get on this video. It's gonna be long. First one I'm recommending is The Ghost We Keep by Mason Deaver. I will also recommending I Wish You All the Best at the end of the video, so, we'll mention that later. But I did read this, majority of this yesterday. Excuse me! It fell. Try not to look at the books. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. There's so many of them. But this is about Liam and their brother dies, and it's kind of about how they take on that fact and their grief, and how their relationships with their parents and their friends affect that, how that affects that. It's just so sad, and it's so amazing, but it's so sad. Oh my god, it literally broke my heart, like, every single page. I loved it so much. The ending was absolutely perfect, and I'm a contemporary lover now. Somehow, COVID, what have you done to me? But this was just such a sad story about grief, and amazing. Trigger warnings, aforementions of suicide and self-harm. I was caught off guard with that, and I was like, oh, just tenses up reading that. That scene is very sad. Yeah, just warnings for that. But this book was so amazing. The main character is non-binary. Liam is non-binary. They go by they, he pronouns. There are a few gay characters, a few bisexual characters, a trans character. We have a few rep. It's not really explored that much, but there is that rep in there. One thing is explored a little bit more, but I just needed to recommend this because it was so good. Okay. So the next one I'm recommending to you is The Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller. No, I haven't read this yet. This is stunning, but I have not read this book yet. But I have heard nothing but raving reviews about this. This is a retelling of Achilles, and I can't remember what his name was. Okay, don't make me try and pronounce that. I've heard this is so sad, and I think I know why. I'm pretty sure I know why, and I don't want to read it. Well, like, I do, but, like, I don't want to cry. But yeah, heard amazing things about it. It's a gay romance between Achilles and some dude, I can't pronounce his name. But yeah, I love mythology, super excited to read this, but I've heard nothing but raving reviews about it, which is why I got it. And I got this pretty edition, because I didn't want it. And I got it before they changed this edition to be ugly. Woohoo. The next book I'm recommending is once again a book I haven't read, and that is The House in the Cerulean Sea by T.J. Klune. I've literally, it's not really a bad review, but the only not 5 or 4-star review I've seen was once, and that was a 3-star. I haven't seen anything lower than a 3-star. I've heard this is like Wayward Children, but like middle grade for adults. What if heard something like that. But this is about a dude who I don't know his name. I don't know anyone's name. And there are these like homes for like kids with like powers or something like that. Don't quote me. I haven't read this book. And he goes to like, you know, check on the house, check on the kids or whatever, and he falls in love with the caretaker of the kids. I've just heard it's just so wholesome. And on the cover it says, I loved it. It is like being wrapped up in a big gay blanket. Simply perfect. V.E. Schwab. So I do really want to read this soon, and like I said, this is a gay romance, so yeah. Woohoo. The next one, I once again I haven't read like any of these in the stack. I'm sorry, I've read lots of these, just not in this stack. That is Cemetery Boys by Aiden Thomas. This is the Barnes Nobles edition. I don't have, the Dust Dragons over there, and I'm still easy to get it. But this, I haven't read this. I don't know if I will. In a way, because it's gonna be a while before I do read it, because it's not something that interests me right now, but I've heard amazing things about it. I can't really tell you much about it, but I'm pretty sure the main character is trans, and there is a male romance in here. So it's paranormal, ghosts, gay, what more could you need? Yeah, I'm super excited to read it. Everyone, eventually, when I do get to it, but everyone seems to love it, so yeah. Thought I'd recommend it. Once again, I'm sorry I haven't read any of these in the stack besides The Ghost We Keep. The next one is Juliet Takes a Breath by Gabby Rivera. This is about a Puerto Rican girl, and when she comes out, her family is not happy about it. That's all I know. I'm super excited to read it because it just looks so good. There is a graphic novel now too, so you know, if you like the book, go read the graphic novel, I guess. This is the paperback edition. I kind of prefer the other one, but I didn't want to spend $18 on this book, on a book. I don't like spending a lot of money. Plus, paperbacks are so much easier to read. When they're floppy, it's just great. I love the floppy paperbacks. Yeah, I haven't heard that much on BookShoe, but I've heard pretty good things on Goodreads. So, yeah. Seriously, I feel so bad that I haven't read any of these, but I promise you, once you get over here, I've read some of them. And the books I don't own. Next one is Crier's War by Nina Barella. This is one of, I don't know if it's one of Teresa's favorites, but I know it is, she does recommend this quite often. Teresa from Library of Sappho, or Sappho's Library. I think it's Sappho's Library, I don't know. Anyway, but this is a science fiction type thing where there's like robots and there's like a forbidden sapphic romance. I don't know. It's gay. That's all I know. I know it's sapphic. I know it just looks super good, and I've heard really good things about it. And the cover's shiny. Look at the cover. It's so shiny. So shiny. So shiny. The next one is Anna on the Edge, or Anna on the Edge, something like that, by AJ Sass. Love that name, by the way. This is about a teenager who is trying to find out their, you know, like, gender identity. And they love ice skating, and I think that it's just perfect. I'm hoping to read this next month for whatever-a-thon, or this month for whatever you want-a-thon, because it is middle grade, it is queer. It will count for my team. Middle grade Monarchs for the win. But yeah, super excited to read this, and I've heard nothing but amazing things about it. The last one in this stack is Girl, Serpent, Thorn by Melissa Bashardoust. I haven't read this, but consider this a recommendation from Kat from KT Reads, because she loves this book so much. They never stop raving to me about how good it is, and they keep telling me to read it. So I'll hopefully be reading it in June. But I know this is about a girl who has poison in her veins, and she can't touch anything other than their dye, or anyone. Zoraya, maybe. But I know that she falls in love with someone. Can't remember who, but I know she falls in love with a girl, and I don't understand how that works. Pretty sure it's a kiss. I don't know how it works, but I'm excited to find out. So, yeah, heard amazing things. Literally heard nothing but amazing things, and it's so gorgeous. Alright, we're gonna go in this pile over here. It's way over there, but I've read the books. The majority. I think I've read all the books in this pile. Woohoo! First one is Legendborn by Tracy Deonn. You expected me not to recommend this, like, in a video. Who do you think I am? But there are quite a lot of representation. There's a non-binary character who's amazing. Absolutely amazing. There is a few, like, unlabeled characters, but they're, like, at least they're bisexual slash pansexual because they've dated both. There's sapphic romance. There's one character is gay and he has a boyfriend, but he doesn't like talk about his boyfriend. His boyfriend's not in the book, but he has a boyfriend. But there's a lot of representation. I absolutely love this book. It is so good. It's about Bree, who is mourning the death of her mother, and she dies in a car accident, and she goes to this kind of pre-college with college. I don't know. It's like 1 or 2 years before college you can go there. I don't know. I don't know what it's called. And there she finds this secret society, and she wonders if they have something to do with her mother's death. So it is so good. The romances in here, it's so amazing. I absolutely love this book, and I wish it were bigger. I read the majority of this in a day. I need Legendborn 2, and I need it to be 700 pages long. Thank you. The next one is House of Hollow by Crystal Sutherland. This is a fantasy horror type thing. I don't think there are any I don't know about trigger warnings. Look at trigger warnings for all of these before you go into it. I don't know what trigger warnings are for the other ones I haven't read. But this one, there's violence and stuff. Anyway, this is about, God, let me think. I've talked about so many books. This is about Iris, and her and her sisters, I think 10 years ago, went missing for exactly a month, and then came back where the exact spot they disappeared were, but they don't remember anything at all. And 10 years later, or something like 10 years later, 10 years later, with the older sister, Grey, goes missing again, and Iris and Vivi have to go and find her, and maybe the world that took them at the beginning, 10 years ago, is calling them back. It is so creepy, so good. Iris doesn't really, she's kind of swings both ways. I'm pretty sure that's how she says it in this book. For Grey is straight, Vivi is gay, but like, they're all like queer, except for Grey. But like Iris and Vivi are queer. But it's just so creepy, so good. I absolutely adored it. And Jaffa, no, this isn't, wrong person. Literally, okay, I'm thinking of In the Ravenous Dark right now while I'm thinking of this. But what is his name? Tyler. I think it's Tyler. I love him with my entire soul. He's the best character in this book. But yeah, love this book. Very creepy. But mild body horror, rape scene, or attempted rape, that stuff. Probably more, I can't remember right now. The next one has quite a lot of trigger warnings, but that is The Girls I've Been by Tess Sharpe. This is about a girl named Nora who gets stuck in a bank robbery with her current girlfriend and ex-boyfriend. Conflict. And they're all friends, except the fact that Wes, the ex-boyfriend, found Tess and, nope, not Tess, why did I say Tess? Nora and, what's her name? Is it Iris? Is it freaking Iris? Is her name Iris? I swear to God, if her name's, yes, Iris! Wes caught Nora and Iris kissing, and he didn't even know, and now they're all mad at each other, so, there's a lot of stuff in here. And Nora is also the daughter of a con artist, so it flips back and forth between present day and in the past, and the girls Nora has been. There's so many trigger warnings. There's rape. There's violence and gore and blood and lots of blood. I already said that, but you get it. There's probably more, but I can't remember right now, but there is a lot of trigger warnings for this book. It is absolutely amazing. Now it's a thriller or mystery type thing. It's amazing. I loved it. Read it super quickly, and it's queer. Hence, current girlfriend, ex-boyfriend. Yeah, okay. The last one in this pile is These Witches Don't Burn by Isabel Sterling. This is about witches, about sapphic witches. Woohoo! Sapphic witches, we love them. This, I don't even know how to talk about this. Like, it's about Hannah, and there are these weird things happening in her town, and she thinks that maybe it's this blood witch that she got into a little trouble with back in New York a few months ago. And so just to kind of figure out what's going on while her ex-girlfriend keeps being annoying. She's a freaking hypocrite. Veronica's so annoying. But it's so, there's a little romance. It's just so cute. It's so good. This book is, the plot twist, even though I spoiled myself for the plot twist by accident, it was still amazing. Love this book. Love the sapphic-ness, the queerness, the romances. I really need to read the sequel because I'm so excited for this book, for the next one. But who knows if I will. Watch me not read the sequel, but I do really want to read the sequel eventually. Yeah. Love this book. Highly, highly recommend. No, I recommend all these books in this video that I've read. Next one I haven't read. I don't think I've read a few books in this pile. But this is Sweet and Bitter Magic by Adrienne Tooley. Maybe, I don't know how to pronounce her name or not. More Sapphic Witches. I don't know anything else about this book besides the Sapphic Witches, and look at this beautiful cover, and look at these sprayed edges. Alcray, you did amazing with this book. Yeah, I'm actually on page 8. Woohoo. Really enjoyed the first 8 pages. Very interesting, can't wait to keep reading, and Sapphic Witches. I've heard amazing things about this as well. The next one I am mentioning, you probably just saw it, but this book I've heard incredible things about. And I can tell you that the representation in this book is amazing because everyone seems to love it. And that is Felix Ever After by Kacen Callender. Everyone loves this book. Like, it's not even an option. Everyone loves this book. I haven't read it yet. But this follows Felix, who is a transgender teenager, and he's kind of, and I don't know why I started the sentence like that. And one day, someone plasters his dead name and his pictures of him before he transitioned. I don't know if it was at his school or somewhere public, and he has to try and figure out who it is. It's so good. I know there's a love triangle, and this cover is absolutely stunning. Yeah, I really need to get to this. I've heard this is amazing. Yeah, so, woohoo. Everyone loves it. So take this as a recommendation from literally the entire BookTube community. The next one I have indeed read, and that is Simon vs. the Homo Sapiens Agenda by Becky Albertalli. I loved this book so much. It was so much fun. Sorry, cat called me. This follows Simon who, he gets blackmailed by someone in his class because that person saw emails between him and someone named Blue because he's gay and he's not out, and it's just, the romance is so cute, and he tries to figure out who Blue is. It's adorable. I listened to this. I loved it. I know Gavin doesn't like this book, but I do. I like it. I loved it. Yeah. Woohoo. The next one is a new favorite of mine, and that is In the Ravenous Dark by A.M. Strickland. This is about a pansexual blood mage, and she's been hiding all her life from the blood mages, but one day she accidentally uses her blood magic to save her friend, and things go to hell from there. It is amazing. There's a polyamorous relationship, there's a non-binary asexual character who is the best character, amazing, you love them. There is a lesbian character, obviously the main character is pansexual. There's so much representation in this book. I absolutely love this book. It's one of my new all-time favorites, and it's dark. There's a lot, it's dark. Yeah. I would definitely look up the trigger warnings for this book. I know I posted a review with a lot of them on Instagram, and then if you look, the author posted them on Goodreads. So, loved it. Please read it if you can handle the darkness. The next book I'm recommending is The Mighty Heart of Sunny St. Johns by Ashley Heron Blake. This is about a girl named Sunny who gets a heart transplant, and she has a list of what she wants to do with her new heart. Number 1 is do awesome things she never could do before. 2, find a new best friend. And 3, find a boy and kiss him. But as she goes in this kissing quest, she realizes she doesn't want to kiss a boy. She wants to kiss her best friend. So, super cute. Oh, and she's a girl, by the way. The best friend's a girl. Super cute. Amazing. It's just so adorable, and if you're part of Middle Grade Monarchs, I highly recommend reading it. Or if contemporary, because it's contemporary, but especially Middle Grade Monarchs, because we all need to win. We need to win. We're the best. Woohoo. One stack left, and then a few books. This is so long, I'm sorry. And then a few books I don't own. Next we have Dark and Hollow Star by Ashley Shuttleworth. I've heard nothing but amazing things. Actually, I've heard a few bad things, but the majority I've heard really good things about it if you love fantasy and stuff. But I know this has a lot of representation. I know there's a pansexual character. I can't remember what the other characters are, but I know there's a lot of representation. Ashley Shuttleworth tells you in a post on Goodreads that they made under this book's listing. So excited. I know it's about fairies. And I'm not a huge fan of Fae, but I started this and it was so good, so very excited to read it. Woohoo. I've heard really good things about it. A lot of these Teresa loves, so, and you gotta trust Teresa, she's great. The next one we have is Every Heart of Dory by Seanan McGuire. There's so much representation. We have an asexual character, we have a trans character who's the best character in the entire one in this world. He's amazing. We have I'm pretty sure Jack is pansexual. We have a lot of representation. Look how many tabs. But there's a lot of representation. I love this book so much. I've only read 3 books in the series, but I love them. This follows these kids who, they go into these worlds like Alice in Wonderland and that kind of stuff in Narnia, but when they come back, they've changed. And so their parents send them to the school called Eleanor West Home for Wayward Children, where they get reformed back to their old self. Now they just learn about the different worlds and that kind of thing, and wait until their parents accept them, but their parents don't usually accept them. It's sad. Super excited to read it. Super excited to read the next one, and it's so good. I loved it. Yeah, I know some people don't love it, but I love it, and that's what matters. However, I've only read one of the next 4, so I'm gonna speed through some of these. But The Falling in Love Montage by Sierra Smith. Teresa loves this one. It's about these girls who decide to do all the falling in love montages that you see in movies, and but they forget. They do it over the summer. What they forget is that at the end of the montages, the couples usually fall in love. So super excited to read it. Definitely gonna read it in June. Let's talk about love. This is about a girl who comes out as asexual by romantic to her girlfriend, and her girlfriend breaks up with her because she's asexual. And I have never read a book with asexual representation, so I'm very excited to read it and to get more, knowledge about asexuality. And yeah, super excited to read it. Heard great things about it. Camp by Elsie Rosen. I've heard amazing things from Molly, from Mind of Molly. They really love this book. This is about a boy named Randy who goes to this queer camp for teenagers, and he falls in love with this dude, but this dude only really likes mask presenting gay boys. I don't know why I said gay like 5 times. And so Randy decides to be a mask presenting a dude to win over this guy when he's really not a mask presenting gay. So super excited to read it. Heard amazing things about it. And then we have You Should See Me in a Crown by Leah Johnson. I love this book so much. It's so good. It's about this girl named Liz who, she has the scholarship to the school, and it's good, and then everything falls through. The financial aid she needs to go to that college, and the scholarship and everything, it just goes through the roof. And I don't actually know if it's scholarship, but the financial aid she needs to go to the school goes through, and she decides to run for prom queen because prom queen and king get a scholarship to whatever school they want. So, and then this girl went to prom queen as well, and she realizes that she may have feelings for her, and it's so cute. And I have so many memories while listening to this, while doing a lot of things. And I not memorized, but like I just remember, I have good memories attached to it. It's so cute. Amazing. Woohoo. And then we have the few books that I don't own. And so, firstly, we have Her Royal Highness by Rachel Hawkins, and this is about a girl who goes to England or Europe to go to college, and she falls in love with the Princess of Scotland, I think. It's adorable. I loved it. I read it in one day, and I'm super excited to get a copy from Kat. She's going to give me a copy. The next one I'm going to recommend is I Wish You All the Best by Mason Deaver. Like I said, I am recommending this as well as The Ghost We Keep. I haven't finished this one, but this is about, I can't remember what their name is, but they are non-binary, and their name is Ben, and they get out of their home for coming out as non-binary, and it's just about them and their life now. It's super sad so far and super good, and I'm super excited to finish it. I've heard amazing things about it. The next one is Follow Your Arrow by Jessica Verdi. This is about a girl named Cece, I believe it's her name, and she breaks up with her girlfriend, or they break up, and then she falls in love with this dude, and the internet backlashes her and says, "You were dating a girl, now you're dating a boy, you're straight, how dare you presume you say you're queer," whatever. But she's really bisexual, and she's always made it a statement to say she's bisexual. It's just about her, just about that, like, and how stereotypical people are like, "Oh yeah, you date a girl dates a girl, oh yeah, you're queer, whatever. You date a boy, the minute you date the opposite gender, backlash." Like, seriously, seriously? Bisexual people and transsexual people can date opposite gender. The next one I'm recommending is Being Jazz, My Life as a Transgender Teen by Jazz Jennings. It's a nonfiction book about Jazz Jennings being transgender, hence the name. It's amazing and so informative. I absolutely loved it, and it was just, like I said, so informative. I love jazz, so highly recommend this one if you want to learn more about transgender people. Next one is The Henna Wars and Hani and Ishi's Guide to Fake Dating. I probably pronounced that wrong. I don't know how to pronounce the author's name, but I'm going to put them both on the screen. I don't really know either of them about individually, but I know they're both sapphic romances. I'm super excited to read them this month. I have them, I'm getting them out from the library, so super excited to read them, and I've heard nothing but amazing things. The next, I have two left, okay, we're almost done. We have The Deepest Breath. I can't remember who it's, Meg Grehan, maybe? Yeah, I think that's who it is. But this is about a little girl, or like 11-year-old girl, who likes to know everything, but the one thing she doesn't know is what is this fuzzy feeling in her chest when she thinks of her friend Chloe, and just her exploring the fact that she likes girls and her mom's reaction. It's so adorable, and I loved it. It's also in verse. The last one I have is Ivy Aberdeen's Letter to the World by Ashley Herring Blake. I'm currently reading this, and I'm enjoying it. I know it's about this girl who, her house gets destroyed in a tornado, and she has this notebook full of images with girls holding hands, and one day these images start going into her locker at school, and she's trying to figure out who is putting these images in her locker. And I know it's a sapphic romance, and I'm so excited to finish it. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed all of these 31 recommendations for 30 Days of Pride. I don't know why I did that. But yeah, if you have any more recommendations for me, or if you just want to shout out a bunch of queer books that you love, let me know. Do that down below. But if you've made it this far in your video, comment a pride flag for Pride. And if you read any of these books, tell me if you like them, if you didn't. But that's all for me, and I will see you in my next video, which should be coming out later this week. Yeah. Love you guys. Bye!